Woo!
The other players had a nice bonding experience in the meantime.
Yeah.
I had a nap.
We learned about some musical theater. We had a lovely chat.
Most of us ate dinner.
Yeah, we ate some dinner.
Jared's like, no one cares.
Yeah, no. Shut up and let me introduce the game.
No, it's working. We hear you just fine.
We can hear you just fine. We are on Discord.
We are.
Ah.
Oh.
I didn't do it.
One knee.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, now I'm back. Oh, so sorry everyone. Again, welcome to Nuuli Forged. Apparently, tech and disaster are following me today. Yes, sorry we're late. The friends here had a good time. Welcome. So sorry for the delay. We are Nuuli Forged. We are a 5e actual play stream that takes place in the world of Nuuli. And me and 6 of my friends are brave enough to play in because they wacky and put up with my shenanigans. Well, I'm going to need somebody to real quick go ahead, roll me a D. No, it's a D31 now because we're in May. So someone go ahead, roll me a D31. And all right, a 24 it is. All right. Please, everyone,
I can never remember the syntax.
Introduce yourself, your character, and answer the question. Tell us, the audience, and everyone else here, from the point of view of someone close to your character, what would be their flaw, their worst flaw? Someone who your character knows really well, is very close to. What would they claim your character's flaw is? And we're going to start at the top of the ladders with Sarah.
Hey, that is me. My name is Sarah, and I play Andra Greyspark, who is a halfling wizard. And I would say that at this point, most of the people that she has historically been close to would say that her flaw is that she's sneaky and secretive.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Moving on down, we've got Tanner.
Hi, I'm Tanner. I'm playing Lunine, the Hexblood Fighter, Fey Knight. Yes. And flaw. Stubborn.
Fair. Very well. And up next, we've got Amber.
Hello, I am Amber. I play Ozo, the halfling Way of Mercy monk. And my grandma used to say that I don't always pay attention to other people. I mean, I do, but I don't always know what they mean or why they're talking to me. She once said I was clueless.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Ozo. Next up, we got Mike.
Hey, everybody. Mike here. And I play Renata Soul Angel. I feel someone close to him such as his adoring fans would say that he's a little bit too perfect. And that creates a sense of poor self-esteem in themselves. So that would be a problematic situation.
Now, I am just want to clarify. I'm not asking what Renata would say his biggest problem would be. What would those around him say his biggest flaw would be?
Yeah, that's. I thought I answered that. They would say that I'm too perfect.
All right.
But I'm incredibly good looking. That my hair is forever. I don't know. Okay. Thinking something more specific. I guess maybe sometimes Renata could have a way of listening to you without actually listening to you.
Tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Perfect and self-centered.
There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Great. Well, thank you. And Jeff.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Jeff. I play Selenar, an elf druid. And I think his family would tell you that Selenar had trouble focusing on what is in front of him. He was always looking at the horizon or reading about what was around the next bend.
Very
What's
cool.
just around the river bend?
Going
Yes.
full Pocahontas?
I was also thinking about going full Yoda. Like, what does he tell Luke? That you're always
Asking questions.
he's whatever. I'll think of the quote eventually. I'll weave it into the episode somehow.
Great. I love that. And my name is Jared, and I'm your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged, and I play everyone and everything else that is not the 6-player characters, and they be crazy. Like if you can imagine a worse flaw, someone on Nuuli has it. It's kind of guaranteed, right? I know Mateo is on his way home because we dropped him off and he's hustling back that way. So Matt will be joining us in a little bit. So in the meantime, let's dive into last time on Nuuli Forged. Dun 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 dun. Last time on Nuuli Forged, the Dead Ringers began their trek eastward through the jungles of the island's on-shore bank, on their quest to obtain a dandelion for the wizard Trast, before Andra succumbs to the curse of the creeping pain, the magical enforcement of their contract with the wizard. They battled a giant snake and made good progress through the jungle, despite Lunine falling into a pit of quicksand for a moment. But while the party settled in...
Just a moment, though.
Yeah, eventually you realized that you could teleport and bombed your way right out of it. Great. So the party settled into the camp for the night. They shared some bonding, asking Selenar about the journal he keeps and what's inside. Corvus ended up taking first watch and scared off a group of giant rats, which was very beneficial. So those rats went away and their stuff didn't get eaten. While transitioning...
Did anyone kill one?
No, because he scared them off. While transitioning to Renata's watch... and here comes Corvus right now.
Made it.
While transitioning to Renata's watch, Corvus decided to play a game of questions with the bards, resulting in both of them sharing a bit more about each other, or about themselves with each other. And Corvus simply asked who Renata's manager was, which for some reason soured Renata's mood. And after a quick brush off, he silently began his watch on his own. During which, Renata's playing attracted a visitor. A single solitary ape became enraptured of his performance, and soon was close enough within 10 feet. And Renata kept going, and there were some noises in the jungle, and another ape appeared at the edge of the camplight. However, this ape was different. 20 feet tall and 12 feet broad, this giant ape appeared at the edge of the camplight and was lured in by the playings of Renata's beautiful musical tones. Eventually, coming closer and closer, Renata steeled his nerves and pushed through his fatigue to continue his performance to this enraptured audience, and stood up and stepped towards the creatures, which they did not like. So he gracefully attempted to retreat and fix his error, but something about the movement triggered the bestial nature of the apes, and the giant swung twice at Renata, pummeling him into unconsciousness. The commotion easily awoke the others, except for Andra, who for some reason remained asleep, and they rushed to the aid of their fallen friend. And even though the giant ape knocked down many party members over and over again, they kept healing one another and keeping each other up in the fight, eventually overcoming the powerhouse creature. But the only one true loss, one of their tents, which was crushed beneath the behemoth's corpse as it fell, and 1 night of sleep. So we pick up once again in the jungle of Shorebank. You have all just defeated a giant ape and seen one of your tents get crushed. Luckily, it was not the one Andra is currently passed out in. So she's not
Thank
crushed.
God.
Yeah, she's not crushed. That's great. But indeed, you are all back in the saddle, as it were. Are you just gonna like get back to getting some rest? Is that the plan?
Well, we need rest.
Very,
Yeah.
Probably
very
should.
rest.
I don't feel great.
Yeah. Yeah, you all settle in for a long rest. Are you going to
Does
keep
this-
doing some watches?
Does this mean that Renata starts the watch over?
Yeah, I think you mentioned we have to restart.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay, so-
Yeah, so like those who like joined the fight had the equivalent of a short rest, but not a long rest. So to get a long rest, you need to kind of go through the cycle again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think after that we
yeah.
should.
Yeah, for sure. I can start the watch over again.
Well, Corvus will say if we're I've had a short rest. If you need to take a break, I can start a watch again.
No, I'm good.
Before
And I say
Corvus goes
that
back,
within a very short, just like not looking at Corvus at all. Like, no, I'm good.
before Corvus goes back to his tent, he does one final like look back at Renata,
A longing look.
and then turns and goes into the tent.
Oh, interesting. Great. So who's going to? Who's going to continue this watch?
I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll go first.
great. Yeah. So you head up into the watch here. Oh my, what has happened? All kinds of weird things have happened.
See, I'm being joined in my mystical planet.
Valentina might need the room to get ready at some point, so I was like, no big deal, I'll blur it out. And then I saw Jeff's.
Fantastic. I love that.
I'm
Great.
just following the rule of threes.
The rest of y'all should be on the other planet.
Some things have changed in a weird setup. Okay.
This is a weird afternoon.
Yes.
Are you on the night or the day?
This is
I
night.
think we're the night. There you go.
Wonderful. I'm glad we're all matching.
I love it when Jared lies to us.
Not lying, just confused as to weird glitches that are going on and things. But no, never mind.
Admittedly, when you change the background, it turns our camera off for a split second. So
Yeah. And other things that are just weird, and I don't know why it's not capturing the thing it should be capturing. But anyway, nothing seems to cause you any sort of a problem, which is nice. Oh god.
just pure.
That is nice.
So you can get some sleep.
Like on my watch or after my watch?
Well, after your watch.
Is that it? Like I'm
yeah.
ready to wake up the next person?
Yeah, you fall asleep on your
Yeah,
watch. You
yeah.
don't wake anyone up.
Who are you going to get next?
I will do this real quick. I will, because we did not move the ape bodies, right? So there's a sort of
There's a massive corpse over where one of your tents was, and a smaller one
I
not
believe
too far
I
away.
thunderwaved the corpse off of the remnants of the tent.
Oh, that's right.
right,
You did. You did.
I remember that. Yep.
And it smothered the fire, if I recall correctly.
And I took my hammock and the remains of the tent and put it over my hammock.
Yeah.
Yes.
You made
I
yourself
was
a
gonna
bug
say
net.
whose stuff is inside the crushed tent.
Wait, who was staying in that tent that got crushed?
Me.
Oh, it was you. Okay.
Yeah, it was Lunine and
That might have just been it. I think Lunine got their own tent on
Lulene
purpose.
doesn't share.
yeah.
Right.
Lunine has his own
Lunine doesn't share
royal tent.
for now.
So
I'm
during
sorry,
this
you
watch,
deserve to sleep in the same room as me?
during this watch, Renata's thoughts do go like to what happened earlier, and he feels sad because he's looking at, the small ape, this bigger ape. He starts to think, oh, maybe that was a mom ape. Maybe that's its kid. Maybe all of this is my fault somehow. And he thinks about how he actually played. He thought about like the songs he played, and he was like, yeah, and I played like that sort of new song, and like they were technically the first to hear it, and now they're both dead, and that's a wild thought. Then he thinks about the conversation he had with Corvus earlier, so he goes through his bag and he like takes out anything inside the bag that would mention manager or his old life in Hessian, and he throws it into a fire.
While you're doing that, you come across, because you're not like a journalist, like you're not.
No.
And what you find is like there's not like a journal entry that says, oh, I have this manager, this is my former band. What you find is that Corvus put together like this question because the notes that you do keep on like lore and songwriting are things like bass player plus guitar player, like notes that mean like you have experience in a band.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of stuff that he must that's the only thing that you can imagine he might have found. And for a second, because you were very confused about this whole thing, and as you realize this, your heart like begins to slow in your chest, because you think that he put together that you were probably a performer with a group prior, and when he said manager, he meant it in the mundane sense. He did not mean a supernatural entity that you were so worried that someone had found out about.
So initially, I'm slightly panicking. I'm like, how could I have like slipped? And then with what you just said, yes, Renata calms down a little bit. He's like, okay, I'm good. The world is good.
Yeah.
Sort of.
For a moment, you were so panicked about a secret you're not sure about how you feel or that you want to share might have been uncovered by someone simply because words are messy. Words have double meanings. Words can be all about context. And then you think about what you do know about the manager, and suddenly that seems to make a little more sense. That element of added confusion and sort of mixing it up seems very in character with him from what you've experienced with him. So,
Okay.
fun.
Very fun. So with all of that out of the way, I will go and wake up Andra.
You go to wake up Andra, and you shake her awake, but she doesn't wake up.
But she is breathing, right?
She is breathing. She's actually like snoring, and it looks like her eyes are moving, like she's having a dream.
Is she mumbling anything in her?
Make a perception check.
17.
She's not mumbling anything, but you do notice that like she's got her hand like clutched up over her blanket, and the arm where she like touched that orb thing, the red like fibers that are like growing on her that you've noticed seem to be like firing little like blips of light rapidly, like synapses are firing very rapidly.
Okay. I'll leave her be, and I'll approach Selenar instead, and I'll wake him up.
Okay. Selenar, you are awoken by Renata. You're muted.
No, I haven't said anything yet.
Oh.
He's just waking up and shaking off his sleep.
Yeah, I'm like, well, this is unusual. He's not being used to being woken halfway through his trance.
That's right. I'm so sorry. I forgot you do the trance thing at the end. You pick up the last two shifts.
How does it normally go? Does Andra normally go second?
Andra doesn't normally take a watch. She's only done it once.
Yeah.
And I wanted to avoid Corvus. Then I wanted to avoid Ozo because of association to Corvus, which we left Selenar and Lunine. And Lunine just lost their royal tent. So I was like, you know what? Let's have Lunine sleep in their royal hammock, and I'll wake up Selenar.
It's okay.
But I was too distracted, and I forgot that you do this trance thing. So now everything's ruined.
I will take a watch. Andra should be up soon, one would think. So I'll just take a watch. It's fine. You get some rest.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead, Selenar. Make a perception check for your watch.
Classic 3. Which means a 9.
Classic 3. 3. What are words?
3.
3.
3.
Big 3, my lord. Which is a 9.
Combination of 3 and 5.
Wonderful.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Well, nine's good. I mean, the +6 helps, definitely. Great.
We can get those numbers up, though.
don't notice anything.
I investigate the giant gorilla from a nature point of view.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a nature check.
This is a new creature for me,
Yeah.
so an 18.
Well, the first thing you notice, and you noted this before, is its size. It is massive. It's huge. And through your investigations, you learn that it is not like enhanced by magic or anything like that. This is a natural beast. It is perfectly mundane despite its size. It is not enhanced. It is not cursed. It is not a monstrosity. It just grew this big.
It's just real big.
It's got a lot of like holes and slashes on its body now, yeah, that's it.
Just as interesting as an elephant, then. Cool. I just stoke the fire and hang out for a bit. When it starts to become actual morning, which I assume it will halfway through the second attempt at a long rest, I go and see what's up with Andra. Because she should be awake by now.
Yeah,
Like,
you go
naturally.
in to wake up Andra, and for the first few minutes, nothing happens. After about 5 minutes of trying to wake her, Andra, you wake up.
What?
How was your beauty rest?
It was good. What's the matter?
Well, when you're up, you'll see. It's your turn for a watch, though. And then I open her flap unnecessarily far that she might see. I don't know what way the tent is pointing, but
It points at the giant corpse.
What? What have y'all been doing?
We had a nice visitor last night. You seem to be the only one who wasn't bothered, so we're hoping that you can cover our late morning.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
And with no further explanation, Selenar goes to retrance again.
Okay. Andra, you have had a long rest. Your long rest is completed.
Yes, accurate.
Uh,
I guess I'm gonna look around.
yeah, make a perception check.
7. Hey, look, there's a big dead thing.
There's a big dead ape, and like a smaller, regular sized, like human sized ape, over kind of not too far away.
Presumably, lots of blood everywhere.
One of the tents is crushed and like broken beyond repair, and you see Lunine in a hammock not too far away, just dozing.
Cool.
What you also not so much notice as feel, your shoulder is sore.
Apparently I slept wrong. What the hell you guys been doing? Jeez. Kind of, not really clean up, but kind of like look around and like rearrange the mess a little. You know, wipe off a rock to sit on.
Sure. Yeah, you can. You have prestidigitation, right? You can just clean off a little.
I do, yes.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
clean
why
off a
would I
little
wipe
blood
it when
splatter and.
Yeah. Why would I wipe it when I could prestidigitate a clean spot to sit in?
Totally. Yeah, not a problem. You do that, and you're in an interesting scenario. You could wake up someone else, but you've had your long rest.
Yeah.
So do you just let everybody sleep?
Yeah, I think so. Is it daylight yet?
It's daylight now. Like dawn has crested, and you woke up a little after that.
Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, no, I'll let them sleep if they're all, you know.
Great.
I'll kind of give them all some dirty looks for the general state of our campsite. But they're asleep, so they don't see them. I definitely just clean enough to have a clean spot to sit.
Sure. So, do you do anything during this time, or do you just kind of wait?
I mostly just wait. I think I still have this goddamn glass orb that I know is doing terrible things to me. I know that it's cursed.
Well, the glass orb that cursed you is different than the one that makes the little starry night appear.
Okay. All right. There are 2 glass orbs.
Yes, one you have, one you do not. Trast has the orb that held the curse.
Okay. So after I touched it, he took it back.
Yep.
And I have a different glass orb. I'm going to examine the glass orb I do have.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember if I cast Identify on it or not.
Not on that, you did not.
2 of them. Okay, it was the other one I identified. I will identify...
Well, you had identified the little obsidian shard, like little arrowhead thing, but not the little glass orb that you found in the pocket of that guy.
Right, and from the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to cast Identify on the glass orb that I am carrying around.
Cool. You learn that it is an orb of memory. It is a fairly common magical item that can be enchanted to hold a singular image, or kind of like a GIF, really.
Okay.
From one creature's memory, and once it is made, it cannot be changed.
Cool. And can I see the image in it?
Yeah, you see that night sky kind of swirling in, and kind of a blue storm cloud, and then it's that logo again, like brought to you by Ivy Gods Industries, with that very strange date at the bottom.
Right. Cool. Having I think I spent some time contemplating it and trying to figure out why it's not more exciting than it is, basically. More or less. Other than that, I'm just gonna sit there, look around.
The jungle is lively. Go ahead, roll a D10 and a D12 for me.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
D10 and a D12.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5 on the 10 and a 4 on the 12.
Yeah, so it's a little windy today. The tops of the trees are shaking. It feels like it might get windier as the day goes on.
Sure.
Yeah. But the jungle is very much the same. It is not... There's no, creatures around here. It seems like the commotion, whatever it was from last night, and this big dead thing are scaring off most creatures.
Cool.
But eventually, time goes by, and around a little after mid-morning, your companions all awaken and begin to leave their various tents and sleeping arrangements.
Hey guys, did you see this cool glass orb I picked up?
No.
It's got stars and things in it.
Who did you take that from?
We're in
Is
trouble.
somebody going to surround us again?
No, I think the guy's dead. I took it off one of the guards.
Oh. Well, they
Back in
didn't
the
mention
pyramid.
it when we were taken back as captives, so you might have got off the hook there.
Yeah. I don't think the guard's looking for it, but it's just got these cool stars.
Okay.
It reminds me, Andra, when you have some time, there's something I've been holding on to for a while that I thought maybe you could identify.
Oh yeah, what's that?
And I'll bring out my little pouch that I have. It's some, it's like dust, I guess. I don't
Oh.
really know.
I was gonna say it's a leather pouch.
Well, that much I know. You don't have to do it right now. I don't, you know.
I mean,
whenever you have some time.
And it's actually not a full pouch. It's a little packet that he pulls out. It looks like it's
Sorry.
a one-use sort of deal.
It's a packet, apparently.
All right. I will. I was like, well, I'm just sitting around here, so sure. I will. I will identify. I will take 10 minutes or 11 minutes and identify.
Yeah. It is a fairly common magical substance. It is essentially repulsing powder.
Oh.
What it does is you use this powder, you like pour a circle, and for 1 minute, certain creatures can't physically attack you.
Oh. So,
and you also would learn that this specific powder is tuned to fey creatures.
Ah.
Interesting. Corvus
So,
says and kind of looks.
So yeah, apparently you could use this to repel Lunine.
I don't know if that'll be necessary, but man, I wish I had known what this did when we were dealing with the things in the cave with Renata's friend. And as I say Renata's name and look back at him, and I kind of like trail off.
Still not making eye contact with you.
Well, thanks, Andra. I'll keep this in mind in case we meet some Fae again. Some not friendly kind. I say, looking at Renata, who is disappearing. I mean, Looney.
Having fun.
Yeah. What did y'all do last night? This place is. Selenar woke me up, told me nothing, and this place was a disaster. What happened?
Well,
I woke up to apes.
Same.
I was making beautiful music to the jungle, and then the jungle attacked me.
He woke up and he was under attack, yeah, so we sprung into action.
Maybe we should hold off on the music.
I'm not as speechless. It's like, you did that for me.
What?
You gave me the light show.
Well, yeah, but
Are you
that
telling me not
wasn't
to
in,
make the music?
that wasn't in the jungle.
Don't tell me what you do.
Okay.
Corvus is like looking at Andra going like,
Okay, I don't know what y'all did, but I don't think we should stay here. Because this is gross.
this
I'm going to get up
Sigrid
from my clean spot that I prestidigitated and re-prestidigitate all of my clothes. Whether or not they've gotten dirty in this process.
while this goes on, I'm gonna go check on Lunine to see how they slept. Don't worry, Lunine, I say as I approach. I put the packet in my pocket.
is that a packet in your pocket?
No, he's just happy.
Or are
to
you
see
just getting the fuck out of here? I'm just kidding. How did you sleep last night? I know that suddenly not having a tent was not in your plans.
Fine.
That's good. Getting that extra hammock as backup was a really wise choice.
Well, something I wasn't unfamiliar with, at least.
Been camping before? I didn't expect that.
Yes and no.
Yes and no? What's the yes?
Well, I have been trained.
That's a good point. Military?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figure that. I imagine the jungles are a little different back home than this too, huh?
Well, it's not a jungle. That much is for sure. This is gross.
It's a little muggy. Did you have anything like this back home? I'm pointing at the giant ape.
Jared?
Not in your
Who's
immediate
Jared?
vicinity.
Is that his name? You named the ape?
No, I'm asking my god.
Yeah.
That was a good answer.
Do I have giant ape-ish things in my forest?
There are all kinds of giant-y things, but not like giant apes like this, no.
Okay. There's big creatures. Not this.
This is the biggest thing I've ever seen, but I'll be honest, I haven't done a lot of camping.
Was it less gross when all of its insides were inside of it?
Yes, but it was more punchy.
It was a lot angrier.
Fair.
Well, I do agree we should get a move on. Lunine, you haven't... not Lunine. I'm talking to Lunine. Yeah, just out of curiosity, Selenar, you've never seen anything like this either, have you?
I think I'm still in a trance. Am I part of this scene?
Yeah, and everybody has woken up. Like we enough time has passed that everyone has had a long rest now.
Oh,
Andra's bored.
Yeah, we'll get moving.
there are large creatures in the causeway, but this one is new to me as well.
Are there going to be more of these things around?
Large creature like this can't be super common. There simply isn't enough food in the world to go around.
I like that
Many of
answer.
them-
Yeah, but there's a little one. Is that just a baby?
Good question.
Can I tell if it's an adult little one or if it is? I'm gonna do a nature.
Yeah, make a nature check.
Come on, 3. Oh, a 5. So 13.
With a 13, it seems to be fully mature.
Doesn't seem to be a baby.
Wild.
So we don't think that one grows up to be like that?
I wouldn't presume to know. Let's not stay long enough to find out.
This is what I've been saying. Y'all have been asleep. I've been awake for hours. I'm bored. Let's do something.
Okay. Who's leading the way? I still think
The
perhaps
one with
Selenar is...
survival skills.
Yeah. I'm going to look at
We're
Selenar when I
still-
say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're still
Roll
west-
a
still
survival check.
westerly.
What'd you say, Jeff?
Yeah, who's ever
He's
leading?
thinking.
Rolls? Ah, there we
He's
go.
thinking in Elvish.
He's rolling.
With a 17, you're able to skirt a few hazardous kind of areas throughout the day or the afternoon, whatever. You figure you should get there at some point today, this glen that you're looking for. And the wind is blowing this whole time. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
Wind is blowing?
Yes, as a strong gust of wind
Absurd.
comes
Through the
around,
trees of the jungle?
through the trees of the jungle, snapping off limbs or coconuts or debris from high up.
Raining
fuck?
coconuts.
You know
The
what? I
coconuts
think I've changed
will
my
get
mind.
you every
Andra,
time.
it's nice knowing you.
Okay. Everyone who got a 14 or higher, which I think just means Renata and Ozo, weirdly enough.
No, I did. I got 15.
No.
No, we're the only ones that failed.
I think
Yeah.
you said
Oh.
that backwards.
I
I
thought
might have said it backwards. It's been a long day. Renata and Ozo, you fail. You both get cluttered by falling debris and take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sounds good. Ouch.
Yeah. And not necessarily all at once, but like throughout the course of the day, like stuff like just falls and hits you, and you take 11 points of damage during that time.
Cuts, scrapes, bonks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I go help
Just like
Ozo
that.
up.
A third of my life is gone.
Do you say that out loud? Because that would be so dramatic. Corvus goes to help Ozo up. Corvus does look at Renata, but he looks back
Still
very
not
quickly
making eye
back at
contact.
Ozo. I don't let you see me looking at you.
Yeah.
Can I roll a
I'm
stealth check for the
seeing
look?
you looking at
Yeah,
me,
roll
but I
a
choose
stealth
not to
check.
see you.
Oh, this is so funny. Ozo's gonna be like, just pick me up already. Drama.
Yeah, with a 27, you successfully like manage to like turn your head and cock your eye in such a way where like Renata doesn't notice that you are looking at him for a moment.
I almost like miss Ozo's hand when I reach out for it. Hey, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess so. Just, I guess, tripped. It was windy.
What?
There were a
But
bunch of
why?
sticks in my hair.
I don't understand why that happened. That was weird. I don't like this jungle so much.
I suppose it's probably kind of magical.
Did you sleep enough last night?
Did anybody?
No, fair point. Did you say magical?
I
Well,
got plenty of sleep.
we're about to go find a dandelion, sort of a magical creature. Wouldn't you think that there would be other magical things?
Yeah, I didn't really think that far ahead, I guess. I'm gonna try not to think about that, to be honest. I'm hoping this dandelion's kind of it. Speaking of, and I'll say this to the group, have we really thought about how we're gonna capture this thing, let alone bring it back?
He didn't say anything about it coming back alive.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we just have to bring it back, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be in good health.
All right, Corvus is trying to think back in his mind. What did he say he wanted to do with it, if he mentioned that at all?
He said he wanted the dandelion and he wanted us to bring it to him.
That is what he said.
It's true. The only other caveat he added was something about the 3-day period, which I forget to ask about, Andra. I'm sorry.
We have to get back in 3 days.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to hurt more.
I think it's a lot more than hurt, to be honest.
Well, my shoulder's already sore.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay.
But that might have
It'll
just
be
been this
fine.
whole
We
sleeping
just need to get
outside
moving.
thing.
Yes, Eleanor.
We
Let's
haven't
try
seen
this
a
again.
proper inn in weeks.
Just that
I
one
like
back
to
in the
imagine
tent.
Ozo is trying to follow Andra around or like lead the way and clear sticks and things. Ozo's trying to ease this for Andra quietly. Never going to show sympathy, but going to be doing the invisible task of clearing a branch or
And getting hit by them.
yes. I like to think this is contributing to the pain.
Fair enough. Being a little pseudo valet, a very stealthy, unseen valet kind of deal.
Yep, just quietly trying to be helpful.
Very cool. So you all approach, or you all make your way through the jungle, avoiding stuff, doing your thing. Eventually, you do come to like the edge of a large clearing, and it's a very lovely looking clearing. Like it's open enough in the canopy where like some sunlight's beaming down, and it's kind of a like sandy, bushy area. Like there's some flowers. There's some like there's like some purple like moss or mold or something over a rock or two. There's some very big frondy plants in the area, like big like ferns almost, but like big leaves, like like umbrella tree leaves, but just like people-sized, just all in the ground. There's some blue flowers, some yellow flowers. There's like vines coming around, hanging out. There's like little bushes. And in the middle of the clearing, kind of resting and then looking in your direction, you see a large, majestic-looking creature. You would all recognize this as a lion at first glance. But what you see is that the like tawny, yellowy, kind of golden fur that is typical of lions is actually just the edges. Like it's just like the frills of the fur and the whiskers and the mane. The face is more of like a pale grass green, and Lunine, you immediately recognize this as a dandelion as you see what seem to be like leaves or petals sprouting from various parts of the creature as it sort of rises up and sits on its haunches and looks at you, and you all see it kind of sniff and like inhale your scents as it stares at you.
We just walked right into it, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Corvus looks at Levine.
It's just the size of.
It is big. It is like twice your size of like any of you.
All right.
What about those of us that are very small to begin with?
And it's 4 times your size.
Very large.
Math.
Well,
This is our life
shall we?
now?
Yeah, you're all kind of like over one side of this like fallen log, and you've just kind of pushed through and you see this thing. And like it looks at you and it says, "In common. 2 of my kind do I smell. 1
was kind of
of
afraid it would
noble
tell.
bird. How interesting."
2?
There's something else here.
Andra's going to do a little poof of sparks and bow to the lion.
Ozo will
I appreciate the deference. Little appetizer.
Andra's going to take a step back.
Oh, don't
It's all
worry.
about-
I rarely eat people.
I was kind of
Well,
hoping it wouldn't
this
talk.
is now a bit awkward.
Oh,
Agreed.
what were you expecting? Surely someone of your lineage recognizes one of your own.
Yes, I just.
I appreciate the noble sentiment. Feels like a kinship from the old country, as it were.
It's been a while. How long have you been here?
Oh, a season, or 3, or 10, who's to say?
Have you made enemies with a man in a stone pyramid?
Not that I'm aware. I tend to keep to myself. This island is large enough for me to wander and claim my dominion as I will. But there are quite a few mortal humanoid types along the beach, and I tend to steer away from them. Bit rambunctious and loud and noisy, always drinking their fiery whatever it is and ruining plants with their vomit and waste.
Well, the guy in the pyramid
That's
is
valid.
really keen to meet you.
Well, everyone should be.
Would you
Obviously.
like to meet him?
What's his deal?
Couldn't say, to be honest. We probably should have asked a few more questions, but he sent us on a mission to find you. And,
Well, I very
here we
rarely
are.
want to dip my toes into human things.
I don't think he's human.
He's not strictly human.
Big turtle.
Less than strictly, I'd say.
Well,
It is a big
Tortue?
turtle.
Have you ever seen one?
don't think so. I don't
Would
know
you
what
like
that
to?
is. I know what a turtle is.
It's like
it's
that.
like
but
that, but he like
bigger.
walks and talks and things.
Yeah,
How revolting.
we're not selling it very well, are we?
Well,
he would like.
I
to
don't have
meet
money,
you,
so I don't know what you would want to buy, me to buy.
I'm gonna look at Lunine on this
So,
one.
in all honesty,
Yes. By the
my
way,
noble beast,
I've been so rude. It is wonderful to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. King Pridefarian Dalarian.
Nice to meet you, Your Highness.
Isn't
Pride
it?
Fairy and Dalarian.
Yes. And
Very,
I can
very,
and I can recognize one of noble Fey lineage.
yes, I'm Marquis Dusklight.
Ah, that would explain a few things. Yes, I've heard about you.
Sorry, you cut out what you say?
That would explain a few things. I've heard about you, Marquis.
Oh,
Oh yes, the forest tells me many things.
Good things,
Pray
I
tell.
imagine.
Oh, the stories of a young child not to be born, but the forest had other ideas and said no.
Lunine's immediately gonna switch to Sylvan.
Okay.
How do you know so much?
In Sylvan, it responds, "My dear Marquis, I am one with the forest. I may look a fearsome beast of meat, and though meat I have, plant I am as well. I, like many things back home, have two varieties in one, much as you yourself seem to be." Now tell me, he replies, still in Sylvan, I can't quite place which of your other friends is one of us. Who is the other Fae you travel with? Is it one of your vassals, your valet from home?
But that would probably be Renata.
He's speaking in Sylvan, you don't understand it.
The word vassal and valet just translate any language, and it just sounds like Renata.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, the word in Sylvan is Renata, so.
Oh man, it's canon now. I hear my name and go, how does he know?
I don't particularly know. I mean, there's the
You
elf.
travel with a Fae and don't know? How brave of you. How simply whimsical.
I guess. It's not really my business, though I haven't... I mean, I can't sense anything. Can I?
No, you've never had the ability to, like, detect what kind of creatures are around you. Well, perhaps when you're older and more in tune with the forest, you'll learn a few things.
Guess so. But what have you heard from my home?
Well, you have to understand, I haven't been there in quite some time. I came through, as these mortals reckon time, about 5 years ago, I suppose. I find this place suits my temperament. It's For the moment, it's a whimsical area. I have free reign. I suppose I could use a few more vassals, but the ones I found have been subservient and loyal, which is nice.
Well, Lunin's gonna switch back to common. We were sent here by the person in the Green Pyramid because he wants you. And he cursed our friend here.
How unfortunate for your friend.
Yes. However, he didn't say how much of you we had to bring back. Nor what condition it has to be in. It could have gone an unfortunate way, up in a blaze. Maybe I could take a sliver of your mane.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, me either. Guidance.
Right? Hold on. I'm gonna second one.
Okay. That second win add to a skill check is a great new feature.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. No, 21.
21.
Wow.
Whoa.
He chuckles. Oh, such a courtly request. Why? A marquis asking for a favor from a king. How noble indeed. Very well. I will gift you a lock of my mane, but in exchange, I require something of you.
I've got this dead rat.
I have no interest in your rat.
This is like Olive offering her like ass apples.
Yeah.
I will take one gift from each of you. I think it's only right. A gift from a king is equally worth one gift from each of you, I feel. Tell me,
Fair enough.
what are your skills? What do you have? Material possessions matter not to me. What are you
Oh.
capable of?
When Selenar hears say he wants one gift from each of us, I pull out my book and start sketching him a portrait.
Okay.
Of him?
It will not be very good.
Okay.
Be
I
confident, man.
Yeah, he looks at each of you in turn and asks, what are you capable of? What are you good at?
Andra will pull out her calligraphy kit and let her like a name. He'll letter basically his name in very fancy calligraphy. I'm a proficient in calligraphy. Why, I don't know.
That is certainly very beautiful, but again, I don't keep things, so
Then you can eat it.
oh my god.
I see.
We're trying to do you a favor.
The Marquis just blushing now. So embarrassed.
May I ask which of you has been cursed?
We should all look at.
Can you guess?
We're not hiding this one. We all just
Yeah.
like eyeball her.
Well, that makes sense. Are the rest of you useful at all, or are you just pretty writers?
I will step forward and I will say in Elvish, I can play you a song.
He looks at Lunine and... Do your vassals speak intelligent language or just gibberish?
What language did?
They're common folk. I
It
couldn't
was
really find any useful values of substance here. You gotta work with what you get.
What language did you say that in? Sylvan, I assume.
He said it in Sylvan, yeah.
Andra will look at Renata and say, I thought that was how you got the giant monsters last night.
And then I forgot I spoke Elvish too. I will say that he wants to play you a song.
Well then. And back into common. Tell your vassal that I will accept an appropriately grand song about me.
Renata, please entertain.
Renata has never sang a song about a king.
Make sure it's a good one, because it should be kingly and regal and all about my glowing personality.
I swear, music is gonna be the death of me. I just first the apes, now the lion. Renata can do this. She'll start off slow.
I feel like playing for animals is going to be a bit different than playing for a
right.
bunch of drunk people in a tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do I do? Like a performance check?
Yeah. It's a performance check.
Yeah, performance check.
25.
It starts off slow. I try to find my words about how good a king can be, but how heavy the head is, the crown. So there's like a deeper texture to the music.
Very cool. Yeah, you play this glorious song all about this regal feline plant entity creature that you have met for the first time. And you feel, as you are performing this this ode to this fey royalty, as it were, this literal king of the forest, the secrets you learned during your time with Melodia spring to your fingers, and without even thinking about it, little bursts of light kind of emanate from your guitar, and little sparkles kind of begin to form whimsical shapes like leaves floating and dancing in the wind. And it is, by the time you wrap up, the king of the forest is like, that was truly worthy of my grandeur. Oh, well done, my young person. This was fantastic. That was wonderful. Well done indeed. He brings up both his front paws and kind of like leans back a bit, and I believe that's how you show appreciation. Well done indeed.
Thank you.
What an excellent gift and homage to the king. Who's next? Can anyone top that?
This time I look at Corvus and I go, "You're up, Corvus." And I even like push him forward a little bit.
Oh dang.
No, I definitely cannot top that. I don't play an instrument. I don't draw. I don't do whatever it was Andra did.
It's just pretty writing.
I don't do that either. I'm not really sure I can easily show anything that I am good at.
I will.
Can you come closer, please?
And I'll whisper.
Approach.
Okay.
And remove your mask.
I'll take like a couple of steps forward. Does this count as a gift if I do?
No. This is an order from a king.
With all due respect, Your Highness, I'm not your vassal.
It doesn't matter.
Why not?
Refuse me at your peril, mortal. I have
I'll
been
take a quick
beneficent up until now, and I do not ask for much. But it is polite to remove one's facial covering before a king.
I'll give you that. I'll take off the mask.
Interesting.
Lunine is just gonna finally like have it click.
Okay.
And just switch back to Sylvan. His boss. Dark skin. Spiny teeth. Yellow eyes.
What's going on?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yellowish eyes.
What of it?
What's going on, you two?
He's from our world. Just a darker pot.
And this one works for that entity?
Are we done here,
Yes.
Miss Corvus?
You're being judged.
Yeah, I
That
don't
just
really
might
like
be what
standing in the
you're
middle of
smelling.
y'all's conversation. Sorry to interrupt you.
I look at
No,
both
he
of them.
thought you were Fae.
Someone's getting testy here.
So,
Ooh, what did you
Corvus,
say?
did you approach closer to the king?
I took a couple steps forward. Not super close, because I do feel like he could turn
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah, he stands up from his seated position and kind of paws his way a little closer to you, like sniffing in your direction.
Okay. Listen, I'm sorry I don't have a gift for you.
Are familiar, not known, but yet similar.
Okay. I can't say that I've met anyone that looks like you, so
Not
maybe
you.
have one of those faces.
Someone like you. Someone shifting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you've met another member of my guild.
Is that what you call it? Surely someone as changeable as yourself has many appellations.
Sure? I don't think I know what that word is.
It means you can go by many names if you so choose.
That's kind of my whole thing. If I were to have a skill, I guess it would be that I speak in places, I pretend to be other people, I'm okay, I'm pretty good at disguises, you know,
Indeed, one
subterfuge.
such as you would be good at such work. Wonderful.
Yeah, you.
And do you
seem-
know from where you come?
19 Arcana.
Be with you in a minute.
Do you just yell that out loud? Because that would be dramatic. Listen,
No, I'm
I'm
just
taking
happy
a
I
step
got that
back.
with-
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm
the
happy I got
king
that
is
with the
slowly
plus.
getting closer to you. But
No, that's close enough, Your Highness. I'm sorry.
I mean you no harm, little one. But tell me, do you know from whence you come? To be in this
Yeah, it was-
strange place, such as you
Well,
are.
I came here from Mandarian, if that's what you're asking.
I don't know what that is.
Good.
I don't think that was the question, no.
Well, you aren't noble, but it's nice to see another face from the old country.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really?
And I'm gonna. Are we done? Do you still need something from me? I think this should count.
Well, perhaps you should
I'm
learn more
fine.
about your own heritage, my young friend.
Well, that would be a little hard to do.
And why is that?
I don't have any parents anymore.
He cocks his head, and he kind of... Are you sure about that?
I lean in a little bit and go, I've been sure for the last... Oh gosh, I gotta do some quick math here. I'm just gonna make up a number for dramatic. 12 years.
Oh, hi, Mike.
That number may not be canon. I just needed to say something
Yeah.
in a moment.
Ah. It has been a long time. I thought you were familiar smelling.
I've
That's
never
why.
been here. What's why?
Your mother. I am well acquainted with her.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
And we're going to pause there. Lunine,
Thank you.
you rolled a 19 Arcana check. What are you trying to suss?
All the things that he was listing about Corvus. Have I heard, read? And he's saying,
Interested in
you know,
rolling this Arcana
saying
check
from the
if you
old
don't mind.
country, which I also match from, apparently.
Yeah, so you immediately figure out through this conversation and whatever that this Dandelion thinks that Corvus is Fey, like of Fey origin.
Mhm.
This plain, normal human. This cat plant is calling him a Fey. But you have seen
cat
no
plant.
magical abilities or anything from Corvus.
Mhm.
Like he doesn't even seem like sensitive to magic. Like you have some sensibilities of it. Renata has magical sensibilities. Corvus is stabby, and that's it.
Mhm.
Thank God.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with stabby. I do it too. So can I not think of anything? Because he said he could go by many names or many faces.
He did, and he also called him a little shifter. And
Right, so
when
He said I was shifty. Yeah,
that's right.
I
He
was
said
offended.
shifty, a shifty individual, which that is not the first time you've heard that appellation applied to somebody recently.
Where's that word again? I'm
You
pretty sure those are mountains.
no, appellation is name. You heard from Adwarin about a certain prisoner being held by Captain Stillwish in a tower back home. An assassin known as the Shifting Wind. It's just interesting language choice. Selenar, on a 23 Arcana, you get that this Dandelion is calling Corvus a Fey, but you've never seen him portray any kind of Fey-likeness to it. As an elf, you are familiar with it. You are Fey descended yourself. You are not a Fey entity, but you have that ancestry, and like it's a known thing in your culture.
Selenar knows that Fae are way back in Elvish blood, but
Right, they're like proto-elves.
yeah.
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 And you've met Fae before. Like there's the Sprite Guard back in the Verdentious Causeway. Like they are actively patrolling in cooperation with the Elven Guard.
Yeah. So Selenar believes that this accusation is in fact news to Corvus. That if he is a Fae descent, he doesn't know.
What does Corvus think is happening?
So I guess
Yeah.
I'm saying
Well-
is Selenar doesn't think that Corvus is deceiving the party the whole time.
Copy that. We'll go back to Corvus now. This lion, who's probably about 10 feet from you now, has kind of settled back on his haunches and is like, yes.
That would be impossible if you don't know where I'm from. Or does
Let
that
me
even mean?
guess. She left on business and never returned.
Corvus chooses silence.
I think, young one, last I knew, anyway, that there is a very good chance you are not alone in this world. But I've been here a while. Who's to say for sure? I think this counts as your gift to me. This has been very interesting.
The internal torture I have inflicted on you is a
Yeah.
I was about to be like, are we done here?
Fey creatures.
You may return to your comrade. And he turns his back and kind of walks back to the patch he was sunning himself on.
Well, I guess if Sir King were supposed to do something, do you have any aches or pains? Or yeah, a cough, a sneeze?
Make a persuasion check, Ozo.
massage the paw, touch the toe beans.
I love that I have a -1 on this.
A 12. Okay. He looks at you. He's like, "Are you offering me a massage of some kind?"
Well, I mean, I am familiar with joints and muscles. Mostly
Very well. You may massage my royal paw while the others amuse me.
Ozo looks wildly confused, but starts punching the paw.
Like, how are you punching the paw? Like, are you like really like pa, 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 like because he puts his paw out like this, like he expects you to like grab it and kind of like massage. But like, what do you do when this massive paw, which is like the size of your head, is like
Right, exactly. I feel like because the paw is the size of my head, it's like go around. It's like how you do the heel press when you're massaging a foot. You just start, but I start punching it because I'm tiny. You're punching the paw pads.
make a medicine check. Yeah.
No, that's a
Make a
technique called
violence check.
percussion.
Dandelions.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. As you're punching it, it is like punching like soft, spongy plants in a way.
Okay.
But he's like, yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
What color are his toe beans?
Who's next? They're green.
Did we all go?
No, Leaning still has to go.
Said anything
In
yet.
Selenar.
Selenar went.
But yeah,
Oh,
Selenar did
went-
the drawing.
Oh, he did the drawing.
Yeah. You started sketching him, and he kind of hasn't paid any attention to you since you started sketching.
That's good because Selenar was not. I mean, he was paying attention, but he hasn't really made any move forward.
You see the head looks both to Lunine and to Selenar. Well, Marquis,
Well.
shall it be you or your elf companion?
I don't necessarily know a talent. I'm a fighter.
From
Make
you,
flower
Marquis,
crowns.
I will take a simple favor ode.
That I can do once I return home.
once you return home. A favor, then. Yes?
Well, yes.
Agreed. Lunine, you feel like a breeze flow over and like through your body when you make this agreement.
Hmm.
You will definitely not regret that.
Well, one gift left to be offered. And the massive head turns and looks to Selenar.
Not put much value in material goods. Certainly not once I'd have carried this far out. What would you ask of me?
Well, what are your skills, your abilities? What are you good at? What would you offer one
I'm
such
an
as
elf
me?
from very far away, skilled in druidic magic. Our forest is much different
Ah,
than yours.
druid magic. Excellent. Well, to be honest with you, I could use a few more flowers in my garden here.
Oh, you mean like this one? And this one? And as I am pointing, they're just blooming.
Ah,
Just to add-
wonderful. I do
Just
to-
so
just to
appreciate
add-
druid.
Just to add to Selenar's, I'm gonna throw some of the seeds that I brought from home that I used to make the flower crowns in the directions that he's pointing.
Yeah. Yeah, as you both do this, the king, Fendarian, is very impressed. Ah, excellent. This will last for quite a while. Very wonderful. Much
Cherry
more
on top.
befitting.
A little gift from home. And I part of what's the spell even called? Druidic whatever. Druid craft.
Craft.
I make the breeze smell like the salty, briny air that the village that I grew up in would
Hmm.
have smelled like. A taste of home from me to you.
Ah, your home smells reminiscent of mine. Very nice. Wonderful.
Perhaps someday we'll have more time to reminisce about them. My home and yours, that is. I would love to hear about it.
As I would be intrigued to hear of yours, young elf. Well, what a wonderful group of presents, minus one. But what can one expect from a cursed mortal, I suppose? Anyway, Marquis, I find you noble and appropriately demure to one of higher nobility. Come forth and claim your gift.
He'll walk up.
You walk up. You come up to about like, as he's sitting down, you come up to like his like chest maybe, as he's sitting down. He takes his paw from out of Ozo's hand, and you see a claw appear, the color of like a thorn or like a bramble or something, and 3 times as sharp. And he just like casually flicks a lock of his mane open, and it's more like twisted vines or like grass than it is like hair. And it falls into your hand, and you see that there's like seed, like a seed pod in there, like the bottom of a dandelion seed, you know, without the tuft, but just like the little seed part. And it's in your hand. It's like, for a wonderful bit of conversation, and it is nice to talk to someone from home.
Of course. And I hope to see you in my lands at some point.
Oh, I can assure you it will occur.
Lunine will bow.
He switches to Sylvan. You know, Marquis, I may not have been home recently, but I do hear things. And because you have been so magnanimous to your king, allow me to return the favor. I have heard rumblings from the Dusklight Meadow. I have heard of the building of arms, the stirring of blood, of the rapid enhancement of the core of moon howlers. Not through the usual means, through conscription. It seems to me that dangerous things are afoot in your home. Be wary, but be decisive, I would say.
Ludin's like face went from, I guess, more of like a happier look to like this stone, like unreadable. Understood. Thank you.
Oh yes. Dark
I
tidings
roll
from
an
the
insight check
Dusklight.
to try to read it anyway.
Sorry?
Can I read the unreadable look with a 16?
You speak Sylvan, right?
No.
Okay. With a 16 insight, you see that Lunin's face changes. Lunin, go ahead, make either a deception or performance check, or a persuasion check. Any one of those three you want, I will take. And you're going to have advantage because you are speaking in a language Selenar doesn't understand.
Eight.
Selenar, whatever it is that's being said between the two of them, you definitely see that Lunin's face goes stone, as though like he doesn't want to show any emotions to whatever that's just been said.
Cool. I'll ask him later.
Yeah. Yes, Marquis, the dark tidings from your home are troubling. I don't know the details, but I do think having strong allies will benefit you in whatever is to come. The lands of your father are not as they once were.
That's what I'm beginning to hear more.
Yeah. Be mindful of your duties and your responsibilities as Liege Lord, and all that entails. For true nobility is not just the blood we have in our veins. It is what we do and how we lead those we surround ourselves with, how we inspire others, and the majesty of our acts and bearing. You understand?
Very well said. Like a true king.
Of course. What else would I be?
Lunin's gonna go back to a like more regular look. Well, thank you for everything. It's been much more pleasant than anticipated. However, the person that does, they want you, will bring this. They didn't say how much of you they wanted. I don't know how much they will want, so this might just buy time before they might want you again. I don't know.
I will keep an eye out, and so will my followers. And you see he kind of gestures a paw in a direction, and right next to you, some of the vines on the trees like steps forward, and you see this humanoid shape of a creature just like made of vines, and like it opens its eyes, and you see these beady red eyes that are like almost like sideways diamonds, like slits, and a mouth forms, and sharp little teeth appear inside like thorns. And it just kind of nods its head and then steps back into the like swath of vines, and you know it's there, but it's invisible. Like, for all intents and purposes, like you can't distinguish it from any of the other vines once it steps back into them.
Mm-hmm. You have to show me that one day, maybe. That looks very handy.
They are useful creatures. Now go. I dismiss you from my presence. Travel well, Marquis and company.
Meaning we'll bow one more time and just start walking.
I was about to.
Corvus does not bow.
Oof.
Andra does, but very inobtrusively, and kind of scuttles away.
I would like to try something. I don't know if we have enough time.
Yeah, what's up?
As the party leaves, can I be last?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to dip out of their sight for a moment.
Yeah, make a stealth check. What's everybody's passive perception? Anybody got higher than a 15 or higher?
10.
15.
13.
16.
And what's Lunine's? 15?
Mhm.
So Lunine, Ozo, and Selenar notice that Corvus kind of like lags behind the group and seems like he wants to be last to leave for some reason. So you successfully like dip out, but the three of them like kind of look back and notice that you've gone, but you don't necessarily notice that.
Ozo,
Mm-hmm.
you want to keep an eye on Corvus? We'll just go slowly ahead.
Mm.
And now Lunine will keep walking, but kind of like slightly slower the pace a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
So Ozo can go do Ozo.
We'll also go slow.
Great.
And then.
Are you going to attempt to follow Corvus?
Yes.
Make a stealth
But I'll
check.
wait for Corvus to take the lead.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Only an 11.
Cool. So, Corvus, you slip away, and you notice pretty quickly as you kind of like step back that Ozo's following you. You recognize those footsteps.
My passive perception's a bit higher than 11, but not by much. Corvus waits till the party is in the trees or whatever, and he waits for Ozo to hide.
Okay.
He turns around and he says, "Your Highness, if I may, one more question."
Very well. What can I do for you, little altar boy?
Corvus is going to shake that one off. What do you know? What do you think you know about my mother?
Ah, yes, mother, yes. Skilled, intelligent, most usually female presenting, I suppose, but capable of looking like whatever she wants. I have never employed her myself, but I have seen her work, and it is impressive.
What do you mean by her work?
You see his face changes. I'm sorry. I thought because you were one who skulks in the dark and hunts for whatever you hunt for. You knew.
You don't know what I hunt for. And Corvus is like balling his fist at this point by his right side.
I really do not mean to cause you anguish, little changeling. The name you go by is Corvus?
Has the party said my name at this point out loud? Because I know I didn't.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, someone
Nada
did. I
did.
think Lunine did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
When you
that's
pushed me
Renata
forward, you
did
did
too,
say.
Yeah, I was like, you're up.
Yeah.
This.
Corvus says, yes, what of it?
Before I say, I have been wrong before, but I am right that you are a Fae. And I am right that you can shift and be who you want to be. Am I not?
I don't know anything about being Fae, says Corvus, but you were right about the latter.
Your scent and hers are very close. Not that of siblings, but that of scion.
Quick question.
Yeah.
The name he called me, would my mother have ever used this word to refer to herself or me or my sister? Would I have heard it?
Which word specifically? Because he calls you a lot of things.
True, he's kind of been lowly insulting me this entire time, but changeling specifically.
Yes, your mother would have when things happened for the first time. She would have explained to you what she was, who she was, and what you could expect from that.
Okay, specifically the word. I was just curious. If
Yes,
that had been
specifically
used.
the word. Yes.
Okay, Corvus has got to take a moment to take this all in.
I'd like you to make an insight check here as well, Corvus.
Can I call in the spirit of Spoot for this?
No, but I think you are very invested in what's going on here, so I'm going to give you advantage on this roll.
Thank you. Fingers crossed.
A natural 20.
Whoa.
Corvus. You can tell that this entity, this Dandylion, is confident that it knows who your mother is confident in its assertion that you are the person or the child of the person he thinks you are. Now you don't know if he's right, but you know that he thinks he is. And you don't sense that in this moment he's teasing you. You sense in this moment he's sort of surprised and that he is hesitant to go forward because he doesn't want to actually hurt your feelings. But he is also torn because he feels like he owes you this and you did ask.
Okay. Corvus has a lot of questions.
Mhm.
He knows that someone is listening. Okay, Corvus says, I don't think I need to know anymore exactly how you know this.
Well, the how is easy. You smell like her child.
When did you last see her? I know time probably does it. Probably. I've gathered it works differently.
Yes, I sensed her shortly before I arrived here. I was passing through a dusky forest, and I smelled her on the wind. I recognized the smell. Lavender, peach blossom, acid, and sharpened steel.
Do any of the earlier two smells sound familiar? I am certain the last two didn't.
They do. Your mother loved to have lavender in the house, and she often wore fragrance for your father, and it was often peach. It smelled like peach blossoms.
Okay. Corvus says, do you know where she is now?
I have heard rumors that her last employment options went awry, and she has been kept. I do not know exactly where, or how, or who. But the rumors that reach me have told me that the wind has been caged.
I don't understand most of what you told me today.
Well, I am sorry. I am used to speaking with entities who understand the riddle and the rhyme of nature and of our nature. Corvus, son of the shifting wind, son of one of the greatest assassins known to the Fey realm. Your mother has done terrible things, but she has never been cruel, never been heartless. But she has done her duty exquisitely. And in that you should take great pride. For there is nothing wrong with ending a life, especially when it is done with respect and honor.
I've wanted for years to know more about her. I almost wish that I didn't. But
She
thank you.
raised you here, in this world. Seems like he's
While
asking
she
the
raised me?
question.
What's that?
He's like asking, did she raise you here, like on this plane of existence?
This is the only world I have ever known.
You should take that as a sign. She left her home to raise you, which means she wanted you far away from what she was there. And for someone like her and you who can be anyone they desire, she chose to be your mother, here, away from all of that. And I think that speaks volumes.
Thank you, Your Highness. I know you didn't have to tell me all of that.
You seemed troubled. And I am sorry if this news is, or these revelations are heartbreaking. But I would not judge her too harshly without hearing her side of the stories.
I don't really know if that's even possible. I don't know where she is, or how to get to her, or when I would even see her if I did.
Well, one trip to the Fey Realm and perhaps you can learn some things.
That's not a place I ever thought I would want to go. But there's someone else in our party that is trying to find out how to get back. So it might be more of a reality than I ever thought.
The Marquis will hold great sway if he can reclaim what is his.
What did he lose?
Well, he lost his father and his claim on title, from what I hear. But title is not about what you can claim, it is about what you come from. The Marquis is the Marquis. Whether or not he becomes the Duke is up to him.
How did he lose his father?
Well,
I shudder to...
that depends on who you ask and what stories you believe. For all things are true, but few are accurate.
Do you think my mother was involved?
I think it unlikely. But I've been wrong before.
I think it's time for me to go.
Travel well, young Corvus. And embrace your identity. All of it.
Corvus is going to turn around. He's going to take a moment. There's a lot going on now. There's like the verge of actual emotion that might be welling up. He's going to look up. He's going to walk toward what I assume is the edge of the trees. On his way, he's going to say, "Come on, Ozo." And he's going to try to catch up to the party.
Cool. Ozo will wordlessly follow.
And that is where we will end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged.
Yay!
Woof.
Wow, well done,
Juicy.
everybody. Wow.
Juicy episode.
I thought I
Oh,
had
sometimes the RP comes back to get you, doesn't it?
I thought I had a little more time before I got hit with
Bang.
any of Jared's diabolical backstory, but
Yes, suffer for my art, all of you. No.
Put on the line so I can leave. I'm Jeff. I played Selenar. I will be back next week with everyone else here. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Bye, bud.
Thank you.
Oh, everybody's messed up.
No,
Yep.
it's all good.
Oh, okay.
I was watching the time. I'm sorry. I was trying to.
No, it's all good. No, that was great.
No, go back. I want more details.
Oh, sorry.
I wrote in my notes that's direct quotes. Like this whole conversation was so good, I had to write exact quotes.
Oh, really?
I was just taking like direct minutes. I just like wrote down everything you two said almost.
Between tears, Corvus said.
Not quite.
Yeah. Big reveals tonight. Big reveals. Looks like I have to update some character info on Corvus's name
Woohoo.
card.
Really didn't. Yeah. No. Yes. Fine.
Or maybe I'll wait until everybody knows. Who can
The
say?
dandelion's out of the bag.
The dandelion's out of the bag. Well, hey. Well, thank you all
That's
for
everybody.
playing. I hope you had some fun tonight. Sorry again for being late and every bus in New York deciding to block our Uber home.
He's not exaggerating.
That's true.
Half of them weren't in service either. I don't know what was up.
Yeah, it was.
It was a convention of buses, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Well, there's the
insane.
bus station there.
Changing
They were
of the
going
ship.
away from it.
Yeah, it was wild. Whatever was going on, it was just plain wrong. But I'm glad you all had fun and hung out, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching us, hanging out with us this evening, all of our lurkers and everyone who said hi in chat. And we won't be back next week, but the 13th. Wait, no. What's the day? Oh, no, 13th.
Next
Yeah,
week, 13th.
13th. Yeah, we'll be back the 13th. Sorry about that.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, where are we going?
yeah. No, we'll be back. I thought I had work, but I don't. It's fine. So we'll be back next week. Thank you all for joining us so much. We're going to go around, say some quick goodbyes, and I'll figure out who we're going to raid, and we'll start the ball rolling with Renata.
Hi. Everyone will be here next week except for me. I'll be away for the next 2 weeks. So you guys will be sadly without Renata. No drama between him and Corvus or anyone else. But hang on to your butts. Check out these guys. They're fun to watch. And thank you. See you guys towards the end of the month.
Well, thank you so much. Have a pleasant trip.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah. Next up, we got Ozo.
Hi, I'm Ozo. I'm not very sneaky, but I get to know things. And I'm played by Amber. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will be here next week. Join us next time for making Matt do more RP.
Here I was thinking
Matt.
I was going to make other people do it.
Uh-huh.
You get
yeah,
ready.
Oh, you.
Get ready.
Coming back for you.
Damn.
Your turn now.
Get
That was
Correct.
exactly as interesting as I could be last time. I get to be boring as heck right now.
Honestly, Jared's like, yes, this is what I wanted.
Everyone's going to get it eventually, so, you know.
Yeah, okay, good. I didn't think I'd be first. Second.
It's a roll.
No, I
It's a
mean, now
rolling.
there's a lot of strings I can pull with this.
Hey.
Don't make me use this pink dust.
Well.
That only lasts for 1 minute.
And
Quick
speaking
enough
of,
to hide.
it's Lunine.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. That's so much information. Shit.
You're telling me.
Juicy episode.
Yeah.
All right. I can't put down the book. Do more.
All right. Next up, we got Corvus.
All right, I'm Corvus, played by Matt, who will now be more timid from now on when he chooses his RP. Just kidding. Thank you so much for watching. Wowzers. Yeah, this is going to be a lot next week. I'm going to brace myself and yeah, come back to see. Oh, and also I think canonically I'm going to think that when Renata doesn't speak to me next week, it's because he hates me, even though he's not
Oh,
actually.
I was in my head. I'm thinking that Renata's just the next 2 episodes doing
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the corner. Like,
Jared's going to be like,
Okay.
Renata is shadowy and indistinct, except occasionally he glares at Corvus.
He's being
What the hell
being
out of
emo
you?
over there in the corner. Yeah.
See, this is my whole plan, just to get to turn him emo, so we have something in common.
he starts making a voodoo doll.
Right. A few
Come to the dark
cranberries.
side.
Wonderful.
Speaking of, I think I'm out of rations unless somebody wants to good berry us, but that's for us.
Well,
to
actually,
figure out next week.
I forgot to mention this, but all of you are missing half your rations now.
Then I'm starving.
Andra never had any to begin with.
What happened to them?
I didn't have.
Oh wait, you
any.
removed them already. Wait, no, you didn't.
Did you? Did you remove them? Oh, you've been keeping up for
that's the
us. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
No,
Not
no,
something
no.
stole them.
No,
No,
Andra
I
never
have-
had any.
And you really are starving.
Well,
Yeah.
then Andra's going to need to start making death saving throws. But we'll figure that out next time.
Bring my bone.
Speaking of, it's
doesn't
Andra's turn
count,
to say
remember?
goodbye.
Oh, it is my turn to say goodbye. Hi, I'm Sarah. I have been Andra, who is apparently just the little cursed creature in the corner. And we have a YouTube channel where you can watch our past episodes, and I remember how to do this. Yeah, we have a YouTube channel, and we're on some social media. We have Instagram and Blue Sky, and maybe something other things, but mostly that. And yeah, you should follow us and tell your friends and watch our past episodes because I said so. I don't know.
Well, thank you.
We'll
That was
curse
wonderful.
you.
Thank you very much. And I've been Jared, your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. Thank you so much for being here. Please hop in this raid. We're going to raid the Magic Academy RPG. They're playing some D&D over there. So let them know that they've been newly raided. And we'll see you next week at 7 p.m. because I shouldn't be in a car next week, so it'll be fine. So thank you for being here. It's been so fun seeing everyone. And until then, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.